crowd yelling. Bring them out, bring them out. All my hot girls yelling. Bring them out, bring them out. All the dope boys yelling. Bring them out, bring them out. Front to back gate yelling.
We are just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Play action. Now it's Allen. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
Now Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there in the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
This to the tight end, Kincaid. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. This will wind up a loss on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
Alert! Brown 80!
They do go for it. Here's Allen. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense holds on the night's opening drive. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Second and 2 at the 13-yard line.
Very set. On anyone.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Very set. On anyone.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Throwing is Hurts. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete.
It's a turnover on down.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Dumps this off underneath. Here's Davis. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Nice little nifty play for him there. You know, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Will take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hurts. And this one is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Tanner Rapp with a pick. And the Bills are going to get it back here just past the 35. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
So after the INT, it's Allen. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, yeah, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Allen now looks to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Go Silver, right?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Hurts changing up the play. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. Complete, it's Dotson. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bills' 41-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 21. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Set.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from the 20. And the Eagles post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Bills nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. There he goes left side. Inside the 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, 65 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead.
Timer pass to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
180, 180. Hey, 73, 73.
From the gun, it's Hurts. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And it'll be a second and long.
Don't touch that. 63.
They're going to look to throw. This will get caught by Brown. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Two minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7, our score. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
It hurts, not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Round 80.
Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. To throw, it's Allen. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Allen going to go on 4th down. These guys running back out of the backfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
63.
They'll look to throw. Looking for Dotson. He's got him. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Routed it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Good, set. Hey, let's go, let's go, let's go. Trimmer, trimmer, trimmer. No touching.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as he'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Great, set. And anyway, yeah. Out. Crowd left Yeti. 73.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Yards to go.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Great, set. And anyway, yeah.
Now a toss right to Barkley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they stake claim to the lead here. It's 10-8. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way to field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides would be thrilled with that.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guy.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Andrew Bakuba. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Hey, 73. Hey, Silver. No touch.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
63.
The 20-yard line.
Go Silver, ready?
On second and 11 now. Hurts. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
That's good. For the Eagles, first down.
Now Hurts looking to change the play.
Philadelphia.
Tiger swamp.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Tiger Hornet.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
The handoff, Barkley running left. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12.
Hey,
looks like they'll move things around here.
Hey, 73. Crown up, Yanni. 73.
Throwing on second down. Hurts. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long.
Phil King. 73. Hey.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth.
Fourth down.
Great. Shot. I know he went up.
They run for it with Bigsby. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
First down. First and goal. Philadelphia.
Another run by Bigsby. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tank Bigsby taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 17-8. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, manageable spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
On the coverage.
To the air, Allen. And that is incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Allen and the offense staying put. They'll go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Off 52. Regular, right. Eddie! What's that?
From the gun, it's Allen. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
30-yard line.
Hey, tight. What's that?
Allen gonna throw. Open man downfield, it's Palmer. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. 53 yards.
Bills, 1st down. 1st and 10.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now Allen going to change it up.
56. What's that?
They go play action here on 1st down. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Josh Palmer from 17 yards out. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And he will get into the end zone. So how about that for putting it on the line? They've taken the lead by a point here in the 4th quarter. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. On 3rd down, Barkley. And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, easy, 63, 6. No touch that. No touch.
That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll set up a screen for Bigsby. And he's able to break out a run tackle, but then quickly brought down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Running left, it's Barkley. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
13 yards.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
Don't touch that.
The toss out to Barkley. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Don't touch. Kyle Love Yeti. Kyle Love Yeti. 63.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Quick slant here to Smith. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Go Silver, ready? Hey, Silver. Kyle Love Yeti. There.
Throwing is Hurts. Connected quickly with Goddard. And that should do it. He's got a 1st down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here.
That's another Eagles 1st down. A gain of 16 yards. And an Eagle 1st down.
Here's a give to Bigsby. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown puts them up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a 1-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Tiger Hornet. Alpha.
They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Alert! Middle. Alert! Monday.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
Stop.
To throw is Allen. And that's going to be incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Off 52. Alert!
Throwing, Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Buffalo.